స్క్రీన్ మీద స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపిస్తుందా?
హోమ్ స్క్రీన్ అట్లే ఉంది.
స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు ఎక్సెల్ షీటు?
సార్ వస్తున్నాయి సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. స్క్రీన్ మీద కనిపిస్తుంది కాబట్టి మీకు వాయిస్ వినపడకపోయినా కానీ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. yesterday, this is a yesterday problem. We have prepared the trading account and we have arrived the gross profit. So thus gross profit arrived in the trading account has been posted in the credit side of the profit and loss account. Now loss account. So profit and account debits losses, and in the credit side incomes. Okay, as far as the profit and loss account is concerned, first two salaries, debit side, two salaries, adjustment, that is outstanding salary, therefore it should be shown in the column 1,000. What is adjustment? That is outstanding salary for 1 month. Therefore add outstanding. So outstanding salary for 1 month is outstanding. Means whatever the salary paid, that is for 11 months. So if it is 11 months, what is 1 month salary for much? It is 1,000 rupees. Total 1,000 rupees per column. Okay. Next, rent for go down. To rent for go down.
వాయిస్ ఏమి వినపట్లేదు సార్, కట్ కట్ అవుతుంది అంతా.
ఓకేనా, నేను రికార్డ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఓకే, మీరు నోట్ చేసుకోండి. జస్ట్ నేను వేసింది నోట్ చేసుకోండి. మీకు వాయిస్ వినిపించకపోయినా ఐటమ్స్ వేసుకోండి. ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది కాబట్టి ప్లీజ్ ట్రై టు కోఆపరేట్ విత్ మీ. యాడ్ outstanding 6,000 rupees. Okay. To interest on interest on loan is outstanding. Now you have taken loan from the, what is the name? You have taken loan from Vishwanath. So outstanding interest. So you see fifth one, adjustment fifth column, interest on loan from Vishwanath is payable at 12% per annum. The loan was taken on 1/5/2019. That means loan from taken was from Viswanath was a loan from Viswanath 30,000. On 30,000 at the rate of 12,000, we have to pay interest. But the loan is taken on 1/5/2019. That means only for 11 months we have to pay the interest. So loan on interest already paid 2,700. Add outstanding, that is how we have to calculate 30,000 into 12 by 100 into 11 by 100 or 11 by 12. So this is the formula because we have taken loan from Vishwanath on 1/5/2019. Therefore, only for 11 months we have to calculate. So loan is 30,000. On 30,000, rate of interest is 12%. So 30,000 into 12 by 100 into only for 11 months. So 11 months means 11 by 12. So with this formula we have to find out, that comes around 600 rupees. Okay, so the total 3,300. Okay, next, two rates and taxes. Two rates and taxes, that is 2,100 directly outer column. Next, to discount allowed. To discount allowed. అయినా నోట్ చేసుకుంటున్నారు అందరూ? 2,400. Next, carriage outwards. To carriage outwards, that is 2,000 outer column, 2,000. Next, to printing and stationery. To printing and stationery. $1,800. Next, to electricity charges. To electricity charges. So electricity charges, how much? 2,200. Okay. Next, insurance. To insurance, there are adjustments for the insurance, therefore it is to be shown in the inner column, 5,500. So what are the adjustments? Here in the insurance premium, 4,000 rupees is insurance premium for his personal life. That means 4,000 rupees insurance paid relating to the proprietor personal life insurance. So that life insurance is to be deducted because that is personal, it is not for business. So less personal insurance. Only business expenses are to be shown in the profit and loss account. Personal expenses are to be shown as a drawings. So after deducting 4,000 from the 5,500, 1,500 is a balance. Then one more adjustment is there for this is a prepaid insurance less prepaid insurance. That means insurance paid in advance. That is 300. That means out of the 1,500 paid for insurance, it is paid up to 6th. You see the adjustment number 7. Insurance premium includes 4,000 paid towards proprietor's life insurance policy. Okay, so 4,000 is a personal life insurance policy that should not be shown as a business expenditure. That's why we have deducted the 4,000 rupees from the 5,500. And one more adjustment is, and the balance of insurance charges cover during the period from 1/4/2020 to 30/6/2020. That means it is paid in advance, prepaid for next 3 months, 4, 5, 6, and that means April, May, June. So for 3 months, it is paid in advance paid. Okay, that advance payment is 300 rupees. So after deducting this amount from 1,500, what is the net figure? It is 1,200. It is 1,200. Okay. Next, after insurance, next to general expenses. To general expenses, 3,000. Next, bad debts. To bad debts. To bad debts, 2,000. Next, bank charges. To bank charges, 1,600. Next, motor car expenses. To motor car expenses. To motor car expenses, 3,600. Sorry, outer column, 3,600. Next, depreciation. To depreciation. So there are several items on which depreciation is to be calculated. Okay, on buildings, 5% depreciation is to be calculated. As far as the buildings are concerned, there is a lot more adjustment to be made for buildings. Okay, so you just see the buildings used for business, 5%. That means you see the 50% furniture and you see the adjustment number 8. The 8th adjustment, what the adjustment is given, half of the buildings are used for residential property costs. So half of the building was used for residential purpose. That means the depreciation on the residential item should not be shown as a business expenditure. That's why we are showing only the business used building, depreciation on business used building only. Okay, so that's why the depreciation on building is building is equal to total value of building, but 50% of the building has been used for residential purpose. Therefore, on that we should not calculate the depreciation, and so only 50% has been used for business. That means 60,000 minus 30,000, 30,000. So on 30,000, it is 5%. 5% means 5 by 100. So 30,000% means 5,000, 1,500. Why we have calculating only on 30,000? Because out of the 60,000 value of building, 50% building has been used for residential purpose. Therefore, on remaining 50%, that means the building used for business purpose, on that building we have to calculate the depreciation, and that depreciation is to be shown as a expenditure. Okay, next, on furniture, depreciation on furniture. So on furniture, as far as the furniture is concerned, here also some adjustment as far as furniture is concerned. You see the adjustment in 1B, furniture and fixtures by 10%. So depreciation is to be calculated at 10% on furniture and fixtures. But one steel table purchased during the year for 1,400 was sold for the same price. Account. So out of total furniture, what is the total furniture value? Total furniture is the furniture and fixtures value is 21,400 total furniture value. From 21,400, one furniture costing 1,400 has been sold. 1,400 has been sold. We have to deduct it from the total value, and on the remaining value only we have to calculate the depreciation at the rate of 10%. So 10 by 100. That means 21,000 minus, 21,400 minus 1,400 is 20,000. 20 on 20,000, 10% means it is 2,000. Okay. Next, depreciation office equipment. Office equipment. So as far as office equipment is concerned, there is a, for this also there is a adjustment. You see one adjustment 1C, office equipment by 15%. The depreciation on office expenses, office equipment is 15%. But purchase of a typewriter during the year for 4,000 has been wrongly debited to the purchases account. That means that 4,000 typewriter is to be added, and on that value we have to calculate the total depreciation on equipment. Okay, so 16,000 plus 4,000, that is the Office equipment given in the trial balance is how much? Office equipment is 16,000. 16,000. Okay. Plus one typewriter was purchased during the year. How much? What is the value of typewriter purchased during the year? It is the 4,000. Okay. So on this total value, we have to calculate 20,000. 500. Okay. So the depreciation value is 3,000. On 20,000, 15%. Okay. Next, one more depreciation is there, that is motor car. Motor car by 20%. On motor car, we have to calculate depreciation 20%. Motor car. So what is the value of motor car given the trial balance? Motor car value is 20,000. On 20,000, it is 20,000 into 20%. 20 divided by 100. This is 20% means 4,000 rupees. Okay. Calculated on various. If you come to get all these four, that is depreciation on building 1,500 plus furniture 2,000 plus office equipment depreciation 3,000 plus motor car depreciation 4,000. What is the total? 4 plus 3 is 7, 9, 10,500 total. Depreciation 10,500. Next, to reserve for bad debts. So reserve for bad debts, regarding the reserve for bad debts, you see the number reserve. Reserve for bad debts is to be made 5% of sundry debtors. So we have to calculate, we have to 5% of on sundry debtors. Already in the trial balance, they are being given the reserve for bad debts. You see the credit side of trial balance. Item reserve for bad debts 3,000 rupees. That was already provided reserve. Okay. Then now new reserve is 5% on sundry debtors. So reserve for bad debts always is to be calculated on sundry debtors. What is the sundry debtors amount? Debtors amount rupees. On 6,000 rupees, 5% means 4,500. You just see the calculation. I will give you the calculation. 86,000 on 86,000 into 86,000 into how much percentage of provision for bad debts? It is 5%. So 5 divided by 100. Okay. So if you calculate, that comes around 4,300. 4,300. But already that's a new provision, 4,300. But already in the trial balance we have provision for bad debts. New provision is greater than total provision. Therefore, the difference only we have to go here. And the 4,300 complete we have to deduct in the balance sheet. Okay, so 4,300 minus 3,000. So how much amount? That is 1,300. Okay, so various items which come at the debit side of the profit and loss account. Okay, rates, taxes, discount allowed, carriage outwards, printing and stationery, electricity charges, insurance, general expenses, bad debts, bank charges, motor car expenses, depreciation on various assets, and reserve for bad debts. Next, is there any item which come on the credit side of the profit and loss account? So, you see the trial balance credit side. Is there any indirect income given in the credit side of the trial balance? Indirect income. Indirect income. Only discount received from creditors is there. So, this by credit side, by discount received from creditors. This is indirect income. That's why you are showing in the credit side of the profit and loss account 1,600. Okay. Suppose if it is given in the debit side means discount allowed. That is the loss. So here also in the debit side there is item discount allowed. That is discount allowed is a loss or indirect expenses which are to be shown on the debit side. But discount received is indirect income or indirect profit. That's why we are showing on the credit side of the profit and loss account. Okay. Next. So these are the items which appear in the profit and loss account. Now you balance the profit and loss account. So total 73,400 credit side. So the same amount is to be written here 73,400. So the balancing figure is net profit. That means if you add all these things, outer column and you deduct from this 73,400, you will get 18,400. Okay. So what is the name to be given for that? To net profit. Net profit transferred to balance sheet, BS, transferred to balance sheet. So that is the net profit because the income is more than the expenses. The income total is, that means credit side total is greater than the debit side total. That's why we got the net profit figure. Suppose if the debit side total is more, then automatically we get net loss. Okay, this is how the profit and loss account is to be prepared. Next, what is to be prepared after completion of profit and loss account? We have to prepare the balance sheet. The balance sheet. What is the heading for balance sheet? Balance sheet of Messrs. Gavaskar as on 31st 3/2020. Okay, so that is a heading. It is to be written in the center. So I will center it. Okay. So balance sheet is not account. Balance sheet is just a statement. That's why you just observe the heading. Balance sheet as on. Balance sheet as on 31/3/2020. Like that only we have to write heading. But while writing the heading of the profit and loss account and trading account, how the heading is to be written? Profit and loss account of Messrs. Gavaskar for the year ended. Here it is for the year ended. That word is to be added for both trading account and profit and loss account. But here, in case of balance sheet, it is to be written as on 31/3/2020, because the balance sheet always shows the point of figures. So heading liabilities, amount, next assets, amount. Okay. So we have written the headings. So the left side of balance sheet is known as the liability side, and right side of the balance sheet is known as assets side. We should not call it as a debit side and the credit side, because it is not an account, it is just a statement. So balance sheet, left side liability side, right side is the asset side. Now let us first enter the liability side. Like in the liability side, first item is capital. In the balance sheet, we should not start with to and by. To and by words should not be used in the balance sheet. Okay. So capital. For capital, there will be an adjustment. That is, therefore, it is to be entered in the inner column 1,62,000. Okay. What are the probable adjustments? There is a net profit. So this net profit is to be added. And net profit. How much net profit we have arrived in the net profit and loss account? 18,400. Okay. Next, if you club this together, what is the total? 1,80,400 total. Next, from this we have to deduct the drawings. Okay. As far as the drawings are concerned, there are 3 items. In the trial balance, already drawings 12,000 is there, and for that 12,000 we have to add the insurance premium paid on his personal policy. That means 4,000 is to be added, and depreciation on residential purpose building, that is 1,500. All these 3 are to be added together. Therefore, add drawings, that is 12,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,500. This 12,000 is actual drawings given in the trial balance. This 4,000 is the insurance premium paid on his personal policy, and 1,500 is the depreciation on his building used for his personal or residential purpose. So these 3 are to be clubbed together. The total drawings will be 17,500. The total amount is to be deducted. So net balance 1,62,900. This is shown in the outer column. 1,62,900. Okay. So once again I will explain now. Capital 1,62,000. For capital, whatever the net profit arrived, is to be And from that, we have to deduct the drawings. The total drawings given in this problem is the trial balance drawings. There are drawings 12,000, and in adjustment, there are two more adjustments for a drawing. Premium paid on personal life insurance. That fourth is to be implication on the building used for residential purpose. Therefore, these three are considered as a drawings, and a total of these three added together, total drawings 17,500. So if you did 17,500, you will get net capital 1,62,900. Next, loan from Vishwanath. Loan from Vishwanath. Loan from Vishwanath. That is 30,000. Oh, sorry, outer column. 30,000. Okay. Next, interest outstanding. Outstanding interest. On loan. That means low interest to be paid. That is 600 rupees. Next, sundry creditors. Sundry creditors. That is 43,000. Outer column. 43,000. Next, outstanding liabilities. That is the salaries, outstanding salaries. Outstanding salaries. Outstanding means expenses to be paid. Expenses to be paid is a liability, no? So that's why we have to show them the liability side. 1,000 salary outstanding. Next, outstanding rent for go down. Outstanding rent for go down. Go down. Outstanding rent for go down. That is 500 rupees. Okay. So these are the items which appear in the liabilities side of the balance sheet. So capital, from capital we have to deduct, we have to add net profit, and from that figure we have to deduct the drawings and loan from Vishwanath, outstanding interest on loan, sundry creditors, outstanding salaries, outstanding rent for go down. So these are the various liability items. Next, assets. The asset side, cash in hand, 1,400. Next, cash at bank, 2,600. Next, prepaid insurance. So prepaid insurance is also asset. Prepaid means paid in advance. Prepaid insurance. That is 300. Next, closing stock. Closing stock 44,000. Outer column, sorry, 44,000. Next, sundry debtors. For sundry debtors, there is an adjustment called provision for bad debts. Therefore, it is to be shown in the inner column 86,000. From this, we have to deduct the total new reserve for bad debts provision. Total new provision is to be deducted. Therefore, less reserve for bad debts. That is a new provision on 86,000 at the rate of 5%, 4,300 is to be deducted. After deducting 4,300, you will get 81,700. Next, furniture. So there is adjustment for furniture. Therefore, inner column 21,400. What is adjustment? Out of these 21,400 furniture, one furniture was sold for 1,400. That is to be deducted. Therefore, less sale of furniture that is 1,400, 20,000. On 20,000 again we have to deduct the depreciation of the 10%. Depreciation less depreciation. Depreciation is 10%, that is 2,000. So 20,000 minus 2,000, 18,000. Next, office equipment. The office equipment balance is 16,000. This also there is adjustment. Office equipment typewriter, one typewriter was purchased during the year, so that typewriter is to be added. Add typewriter. What is the value of typewriter? 4,000. So total 20,000. On 20,000, we have to calculate the depreciation and deduct it. Less depreciation on equipment 15%, that is 3,000. Next, motor car. Motor car value is 20,000. On 20,000, depreciation is 20%. Less depreciation 20%, at the rate of 20%, it comes around 4,000. 20,000 minus 4,000, 16,000. Next, buildings. Buildings. So total value of buildings is 60,000. Okay. So all this 60,000, if this total building is used for business purpose, on 60,000 we have to calculate depreciation and deduct. But what he has given 50% of the building. So the building used for residential purpose, on that we should not calculate the depreciation. Okay, that we have calculated already, we have shown in the drawings column, but here we have to deduct only the building portion used for business purpose. Only 50% of the building was used for business, that means 30,000. On 30,000, depreciation at the rate of 10%, 3 less depreciation 3,000, only 3,000. అర్థమైందన్న పాయింట్. బిల్డింగ్స్ టోటల్ వాల్యూ is 60,000 actually, but complete building is not used for business purpose. Only 50% has been used for business purpose and remaining 50% used for his residential purpose. That's why the depreciation to be deducted from the buildings is only you have to calculate depreciation on building used for business purpose. So manaku 60,000 లో 50% only used for business means only 30,000 value of the building used for business. Therefore on 30,000 at the rate of 10% the depreciation will come under 3,000. So 60,000 minus 3,000, that is 57,000 rupees. Okay. So these are the assets that appear in the asset side of the balance sheet. So in this way, liabilities and assets are to be shown after making all adjustments. Okay. Now, if you add together, the total would be 2,38,000. 2,38,000. Okay. Total, maybe asset side and liability side. The total is 2,38,000. Okay. So like this, how to sheet by considering various adjustments in a proper way. Okay. Okay, so in this way, the total final accounts problem, whatever is given in the trial balance and adjustments, the trial balance items given in the trial balance will appear in only one account or only one place, either in trading account or profit and loss account or balance sheet. But the items given in the or adjustment, that means there will be adjustments below the trial balance. So all the adjustment items will have to be shown in two places. Once either in trading account or profit and loss account, and another time it is in balance sheet. Okay, you just verify where in this problem whether all the adjustments have appeared in two accounts or two statements or not. Okay, so thank you very much. So as far as the first semester is concerned, so almost first semester is complete. Maybe from Monday or Tuesday onwards we may start the second semester. The examinations for first semester may be conducted in two courses. Therefore, if it is decision is taken by the principal and the decision is taken, I will send you message in the WhatsApp group so that from Monday or Tuesday, so based on the decision taken by the principal, we will start this second semester syllabus. Okay, so I request all of you to intimate our friends to join more for online classes. If you do not join for online classes, you will not be allowed for examinations. You will not be allowed for examination. Also will provide fees reimbursement and the scholarship. Therefore, don't neglect. Please inform our friends to join more for online classes. Okay. Thank you very much. మీ నెంబర్ పోస్ట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎగ్జిట్ మీటింగ్ నుంచి ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోండి. వాళ్ళు మాత్రమే పోస్ట్ చేయండి. కొంతమంది 3 సార్లు you post your number one time only. Okay. ఆల్రెడీ పోస్ట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోండి మీటింగ్ నుంచి.